Ranked Co-op is coming to MLB The Show, but that's not all. In this video, we're going to discuss 11 confirmed features that are in